There's what I'm looking for right there. One of my tasty little snacks. Let's see. Doesn't look like anything is eating on it yet. Yeah, I hadn't had one of these in a day or two. Oh, no, I can't do that. I've got to see if I can find enough of these to save out some of the seeds and share. I'm running low on strawberry plants I can actually find that are in production. Either they put them on or I am farther behind on my strawberry game than I thought. I am going to keep looking and see what all I can find, clean a bunch of these up, get the seeds out of them and clean them up, dry them out, and then ship them out to folks so that we can grow them together wherever you are. Now, I guess that would be for people in the United States. I don't know how the customs is going to work if it's outside. But if I can't find enough of these, I will certainly have enough mulberry seeds to share out in the same fashion very soon. And I'll do that. So here's what we're talking about today, though. A little bit of a new idea I'm going to show you. Yeah. Let's see here. We got running the cats off. We're doing that. And let me put that right there. Put that right there on the stump stake. It's something I forgot to do earlier to show y'all. My bare fingers getting in here. These are all the leaves that came off of here. These are the daylilies I planted the other day from Mr. Jason Avers. They need a little mulch. That bare patch of ground is looking possibly inviting to one of the cats around here. Couldn't be my cat, though. My cat couldn't be the one that's around here pooping in here. No, no, no. Couldn't be mine. Couldn't be my cat that's eating the birds and the lizards, too. Yeah, somebody else's cat, right? Well, all those little thorns will give any cat around here a pause. Make them have a pause in their thinking, right? As these thorns will be in their paws. Maybe they don't want to scratch that so much. And the mulch will help, keep the moisture in the ground where it should be, right next to my daylilies. So I've shown you a way to completely use blackberries, something that you might have been going to throw away. Showing you a few ways to do it. And I will say this. Now we got this going over here and over there on the other side. All I got to say is, here, kitty, kitty. Come on, kitty. Where are you, kitty? Here, kitty, kitty. All right, enough of that. Okay, I'm going to show you this idea right here with this one. Nature has sent me in 2 replacements for the one plant that I shared out. Okay, so I have many of these out here to choose, but this one is in the bed and it'll be easy for me to come back to every time. Okay, strawberries and pine cones. What are we going to do? Where's my Joby? Oh, dang it. Hold on, let me get you set up. All right, I said yesterday, strawberries and pine cones. And y'all thinking, what in the world is this crazy man thinking? Okay, well, pine cones are wonderful for so many things. You start fires with them. They keep cats out of some of your garden beds. Yeah, many things. You can make a lot of pine trees from them too. But now look what I've done to this. You see what I've done? I've taken off the lower petals of this pine cone. Make a little pine cone grenade right here. Look at that. Look at that grab in action, right? Now you see I've got a cup right here. This is one way that if you've got strawberries, you can start them up. Now let's say, okay, the way nature does it, she sends off the runners and they find them a place Probably, you know, it's going to be close by to the plant. I've got 2 here. I'm going to let this, I'm going to add some more soil to this and give it a good spot to rest right there. Okay. This one, I'm going to start in another way. Let's change the angle here. Y'all hang on. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Let me get rid of the cat defenses just a little bit. All right, we'll put it back in a minute. Okay. Well, let's say you've just got a few strawberries, or you want to catch them in a cup and put them somewhere else. Maybe you don't want them spreading into whatever area. If you do get too many strawberries or too many sunchokes, mow them down. That's the beauty of something that keeps coming back. Mow down the extra. Let's make it quick. All right, what you see here is I've got some dirt. Now, this was soil that came from right over there that I've showed you before, some of my soil. And I've got holes in the bottom of it, all right? Sometimes you want your little cups and containers to have that drainage. You do want the drainage in most conditions. Now, let me show you something else. We're going to go hybrid with this idea. Here's another cup with no holes in the bottom of it, okay? Now, I did this last year, and it works quite well. This year, I'll get to see it to its full potential. I had to put a bunch of stuff in the greenhouse last year, so I couldn't see it. So this year, we've got it. Now, where'd my little grenade go? All right, look at here. We got this grenade. Oh, all right. You see the dirt down in there? We're going to put that right down in there like that. This pine cone grenade thing with the handle on it is going right down there on top of that dirt. And that's what it looks like there. It's just sticking out, okay? It's going to be a couple of ways that it'll help you. And this could be used for other things. Now, pine cones and pine trees, they contribute to acidity in the soil. And that's something about strawberries that, you know, if you don't know, you know now, they prefer acidic soil, just like blueberries. Blueberries like a little acid in their diet, and so do strawberries. Now, what I've done here, I have added the pine cone, punched this dirt down in there so that it's around the pine cone. Now, why am I doing that? Well, okay, here's what we've got. This, let me see, let me get a little bit more dirt over here. I've got a little bit more, put it in this cup, a little more, add that right there, okay? And you don't have to add the pine cone for most strawberries or most any other thing. But this pine cone is helping me in a couple of ways, okay? What happens when we grow something in a cup like that? It's sitting in there, spreading out its roots and everything, and growing in there. When we dump it out of the cup, the roots and everything are just kind of mangled, you know. They're spread out and crazy. If you put a strawberry in this cup, what's going to happen is its roots are going to grow all around that pine cone. In between, it's going to send its roots down into this and weave its roots in and out of this pine cone. This pine cone will become a mass of roots, all right? This handle here that I've made will allow you to simply just squeeze on this cup a little bit and pull it out with roots that are intact and not traumatized, and then just plug that right down into a hole. Just pull it out of here, boom, put it in a hole. The roots are used to growing exactly where they are, and they're feeding on something that gives them more acid in their diet. They're going to love that and then take off from there. It will ease on transplant shock with your strawberries. Now, something like this, like I said, it could be used for other plants, okay? Especially if they're not a root plant, root vegetable or something like that. Something that something that likes acidic soil. There may be other things that you can do. Let's see. I was going to move that for some unknown reason. Now let me take out one of my best friends here. Take out Mr. Case. Yep. Now, you remember, I don't have any holes in this cup for drainage, right? I'm going to put one right about here. Right about there. Just going to open it up a little bit. Now that right there, what's that going to do? Well, when it rains, and maybe I have not been able to get out here and dump the cups out or whatever, or it's been dry and I forget to water. What this is going to do is it's going to allow the rain to come in and fill it up to this point. Any extra is going to drain out of this hole. It will have this down here as a reservoir, just like a wicking bed. This is a little wicking cup now. It's got soil. It's got a little airspace in there that'll work down, but it's got water now. There will be water setting in the bottom of this. It's going to have its own private little stock to help it make it through the times that get too dry or I get too forgetful. Maybe you will too. Here, now see, these runners come in different ways, different lengths and angles. You can set it right there just like that, and it would be okay eventually. But if you want to help it, okay, if you want to help it do this, this is what I do. Let's see, where's my hole? We'll put that hole in the front. Okay, we're going to take and cut a notch right down this cup. Cut a notch out. Boom, just like that. You'll find times when this really helps you, this little notch. It gives you another little option to use. Just nestle that in there like that, and it helps to lock the strawberry right there in place. Now that strawberry, you see how that is? It's setting right on that dirt. I'll add a little bit more dirt to bring that up a little bit better for it. But everything now is going to trigger that strawberry to start sending down roots. It's got a home now. And later on, whenever it's big enough and I want to transplant it, I just reach in here, grab that handle, and put it in another hole. So that's a neat little way to grow your strawberries. I've grown them in those cups in hydroton in the aquaponics quite successfully. And I think that that's going to be a very good thing. This little strawberry is very ripe, and it's ready to be eaten. But also, those little strawberry seeds in there, when it's fully ripe, they're fully mature and ready to go. So that's two tips, or well, one major way of starting strawberries. Now, once they get going, you'll have strawberries everywhere. They will go nuts. You'll have more runners than you know what to do with. Yep. So let's see. I think, yeah, this is long enough video. It's too long, but you get the idea, and I've shown you exactly how I have started many of these runners and moved them to other places in the past. So that's my best tip for you today. That's a new little invention. It's got plenty of room to set down its roots, and they're going to be wrapped around this little bit of extra nutrition in that acidic pine cone. So that's it for today. I'm glad you folks were here, and I hope to see you back again tomorrow. Thank you very much. Okay, P.S. Or I guess really I should say V.S. since this is a video script. You know, they say postscript. So anyhow, P.S. I meant to show you this earlier. I've gone ahead and got some more soil and put it down in this hole right above this runner here, okay? That's just about all it needs. And I'm going to take some, take just a little bit of this very light bark and lay it right there, or rotted wood. Just going to help keep it anchored there in place. Everything now tells this runner to start putting down roots. If you catch them early, they won't spread as far. Maybe you want them to spread farther. It's up to you, but that's a little trick I use. And and I showed you the notch, but I forgot. I keep forgetting things. I forget more than I can remember. So let's take out Mr. Case again. All right. And let me show you the, let me get to where I can show you real quick. Sorry, I know the video's long, but I want to share this as it's a good thing if you're doing the cup method. Okay. I forgot that I did my notches at the end of the year. Once I figured out, well, not the end of the year, at the end of the catching season, if I put that little notch right there, the little hole, all right, and bring it in here like this, just cut that slit down through there. You see how that is all intact? That's intact instead of this big V out of there, okay? Now, that's helpful, very helpful. That's what that allows me to do. All right, now y'all look back over here. It'd be helpful if y'all moved. If y'all would move to keep up with what I'm doing. All right. This locks it in completely. You see that action? Can you see that? That runner is not going anywhere. I've bumped these with my feet and the runner's still being in the cup. I've had animals knock them over. This is a much more secure way to lock that runner in place, and that hole makes it a big enough thing to where it won't constrict the life and the growth of that runner. All right, so we're going to turn this back around because this is fine where it is. It's nice and protected, and so I just wanted to show you that little bit of extra. All these things that I've learned, you know, and come up with, I want you to see those so you can start at the beginning in the best possible way. I hope this little trick is something that y'all can use very much. And I guess I'll let you guys go. I've already said bye once. Southerners have a way of saying bye for a long time. So, bye.